Good morning, my fellow pilgrims. I didn't know I had so many pilgrims out there. I thought I was all alone in this world. Well, I'm not. There's pilgrims in Washington, South Carolina, Ohio, even in Ohio, in New York. That is unbelievable. Yeah, Montana, Massachusetts, Illinois, Tennessee. Tennessee. Yeah, I'm Scots Irish. My relatives came through there, the Appalachians. Yeah, Colorado. Lived in Colorado for a while. Nebraska. Yep, McGrew, Nebraska, where I preached in a little church in McGrew, Nebraska. 100 people at that time. I don't know what's there now. That was a long time ago. Texas. Yeah, traveled a lot in Texas when I was trucking. Matter of fact, all these states, I've traveled in all of them when I was trucking. Iowa, North Carolina, Wyoming. One of my favorite pilgrims is in Wyoming. Oregon. I'm in Oregon. I'm in Hillsboro, Oregon. Yeah, there's some pilgrims here even. I didn't believe it. It says so here. Virginia. Virginia, right near the nation's capital, where all the screwballs are in Washington, D.C. Yeah, a lot of funny animals there. There's the mugwump, the one who sits on both sides of the fence. He got his face on one side and his mug on one side and his wump on the other. Florida. Yeah, a lot of people in Florida, it seems. I got relatives in Florida. They live down around Fort Myers, Naples. Forget the name of the little town. I was down there in 54 and 56. Yeah, I was down there 2 times. I hitchhiked from Oregon at the age of 17. I hitchhiked all the way from Portland, Oregon to Estero. That's the name of the place, Estero, Florida. Took me 3 days hitchhiking. Took me 3 days on the bus coming back. Long, oh, that was so long ago. Nearly 70 years ago. Oh, I'm getting old. But anyway, and let me tell you this. This is something I never would have believed if I hadn't seen it. You know, since I joined at sermonaudio.com, I get this analytic thing. United States of America. I got people in the United States. Well, I just said that, didn't I? United Kingdom. There's pilgrims in the United Kingdom. Canada even. Russia. That makes me very happy. I am so following Russia at this time. China, even China. There's pilgrims in China. Denmark, Spain, Ireland, Belgium, Japan, South Africa. From one end of the globe to the other, from one side of the globe to the other, all around the globe are pilgrims, people on their way to the celestial city. It makes me happy. I think I'd like to hear from some of you. I think, my email, Lawrence Blair at Fastmail, FASTMAIL.com. Email me. Let me know what's going on in your life. I don't have many friends in this world. I'd love for them to be pilgrims. Yeah. That's enough of that. Anyway, I'm happy I went over to sermonaudio.com. Let's go take a look at Job this morning. Job continues. Death comes to all. 14. Man who is born of a woman is few days few of days and full of trouble. He comes out like a flower, then he withers. He flees like a shadow and continues not. And do you open your eyes on such a one and bring me into judgment with you? Oh, God. Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Jesus can. Only he can. There is not one in this world that can. Since his days are determined and the number of his months is with you, and ye have appointed his limits that he cannot pass, look away from him. Leave him alone. In the margin here it says Hebrew. Look away from him that he may cease to exist. Because it's that God looks upon us, and because he looks upon us, he keeps us going. He keeps this whole world going because he cares about it. Yeah, look away from me. Leave him alone, that he may enjoy like a hired hand his day, and then be gone. Yeah, for there is hope for a tree. If it be cut down, then it will sprout again, that its shoots will not cease. Those roots grow old in the earth, and its stump die in the soil, yet at the scent of water it will bud, put out branches like a young plant. But a man dies, laid low, man breathes his last. Where is he? As waters fail from a lake, and the river wastes away and dries up, so a man lies down and rises not again. Till the heavens are no more, he will not awake, or be roused out of his sleep, or that you would hide him, that you would hide him in Sheol, that you would conceal me until your wrath is past, that you would appoint me a set time, and remember me. God has sent us a time. He remembers us. If a man dies, shall he live again? Yeah, will you? All the days of my service I would wait till my renewal should come. He had hints of it, didn't he? You would call, and I would answer you. You would long for the work of your hands, and then you would number my steps. You would not keep watch over my sin. My transgression would be sealed up in a bag. You would cover over my iniquity. Job had hints of it back in his day. But the mountain falls and crumbles away, and the rock is removed from its place. The waters wear away the stones, the torrents wash away the soil of the earth. So you destroy the hope of man. The worldly man, he has no hope. The Christian does. You prevail forever against him, and he passes. You change his countenance, and you send him away. His sons come to honor, and he doesn't know it, because he's gone. They are brought low, and he perceives it not, because he's gone. He feels only the pain of his own body, and he mourns only for himself. What a lonely life for the lonely sinner. For those who have come to Jesus, the hopes are a little different. A voice from the Hartley colliery, a mine, where there was a disaster one day back in 1862. This is a sermon that was preached on January 30th, 1862, by Charles Spurgeon. We'll take a bit of it here. He read from Job 14:14. He read, "If a man die, shall he live again?" What would any of us who fear God think if we were once in heaven? Would not the very suggestion of return, though it were to the most faithful spouse and best beloved children, be a cruelty? What? Bring back again to battle the victor who wears the crown? What? Bring me back again to pain and sorrow, temptation and sin? No, no, no. Blessed be God that all the wishes of friends shall not accomplish this, for we shall be far from this world of grief and sin. So many men died in that, 200 of them, in that mine disaster, some of them Christian. Far from this world of grief and sin they were. Why bring them back? Why wish for them to come back? Think on that when you lose a loved one. This world is not so lovely as to tempt us away from heaven. Here we are strangers and foreigners. Here we have no abiding city, but we seek one to come. There is one wilderness, but we bless God there are not two. There is one Jordan to be crossed, and there is not another. There's one season when we must walk by faith and not by sight and be fed with manna from heaven. But blessed be God, there is not another. For after that comes Canaan, the rest which remaineth for the people of God. What man among you, immersed in the cares of business, would desire two lives? Who that is tired today with the world's noise and vexed with its temptations? Who that has come from a bed of sickness? Who that is conscious of sin would wish to leave the haven when once it's reached? As well might a galley slave long to return to his oar, or captive to his dungeon. No. Let's take a look at Luke here. Luke chapter 16, beginning at 19. There was a rich man who was clothed in purple, fine linen, who feasted sumptuously every day. And at his gate was laid a poor man named Lazarus, covered with sores, who desired to be fed with what fell from the rich man's table. Moreover, even the dogs, they came and licked his sores. Yeah, that was a kindness, really. The poor man died and was carried by the angels to Abraham's side. The rich man also died and was buried. And in Hades, being in torment, he lifted up his eyes and saw Abraham far off and Lazarus at his side, and he called out, Father Abraham, have mercy on me. Send Lazarus to dip the end of his finger in water and cool my tongue. I'm in anguish in this flame. But Abraham said, Child, remember that you in your lifetime you received good things. Lazarus, in like manner, he got all the bad things. But now he is comforted here. You're in anguish. Besides all this, betwixt us and you, a great chasm has been fixed, in order that those who would pass from here to you may not be able, and none may cross from there to us. And he said, Then I beg your father to send him to my father's house, for I have 5 brothers, so that he may warn them, lest they also come into this place of torment. But Abraham said, They have Moses and the prophets. Let them hear them. Yeah. We have Jesus. Let him hear him. Let him hear him. But they don't hear. They cover their ears. Oh, people hear Jesus. Answer him. Come to me, all you who are heavy laden. I'll give you rest. No, Father Abraham, but if someone goes to them from the dead, they will repent. Jesus rose from the dead. But do they repent? Abraham, he said to him, If they don't hear Moses and the prophets, neither will they be convinced if someone should rise from the dead. and so many of them are not. Pilgrims have been. And we march on with Jesus on our way. Well, think on these things, Pilgrim. I love to hear from you, like I said. God bless. Have a blessed, blessed, blessed day.